Two, one. We are live on Facebook. Let's get this party started.
Oh, hey, welcome to my Airbnb crib. Come on in.
Lovely, beautiful, talented Miss Shamika Cotton.
Miss Shamika Cotton here.
I am Shamika Cotton. This is the Saturday morning tap-in experience.
Let there be love.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And I'm just getting started. Be a multi-hyphenate, they said. Who said that? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Tap-In. I am your host, Shamika Cotton, here to give you a moment to reset, reconnect, and reaffirm who you are. This is the Saturday Morning Tap-In. We are live on Instagram at Shamika Chronicles. We're live on youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles. We're also live on Facebook at Shamika Chronicles. And guess where else? We're live over on TikTok at Shamika Chronicles. TikTok, you all are getting the behind the scenes view of the Saturday Morning Tap-In. If you need to see anything on the screen for the live show, you're going to have to head on over to the other platforms. But we are so grateful, Wonders 9, to have you here. Thank you for those roses. Welcome, welcome, welcome today. What a day, what a week. How has your week been? How has your week been? I've had an amazing week. Did you all know that May is Mental Health Awareness Month? That's right. So May is all about mental health awareness. And so, kicking off this month, nice and strong in my right mind. I'm grateful for that. Hey, Jamil, good to see you over on TikTok. Jamil, can you send me a DM with your email address, please? Send the DM to Instagram or info@1010talentacs.com so I can reach out to you. I need to get you scheduled for this month. All right. Sorry, you guys. That's a little bit of a housekeeping, getting our next guest ready for a Saturday morning tap-in. Always bringing to you guys uplifting stories, uplifting people, something to motivate, something to entertain, something to inspire you. That's what Saturday morning tap-in is about. And it's also about setting intentions. So go ahead, if you haven't already, put your intentions in the chat. What intention do you want to set today? When you think about what you have ahead of you today, right? What you have on your schedule today. What would you like to experience? How do you want to show up for your day today, right? When you even think about the weekend ahead or the week ahead, what do you want to stir up in this Saturday morning tap-in? I want you to be thinking about that. And when you get what your intention is, put it in the chat, right? My intention is to be open for my good to find me, right? For my good to find me. That's my intention for today. What is your intention for today? All right. But those of you who are new here, what we do every Saturday morning, as I said, is we have those uplifting conversations. We set intentions, which I think I got you square there. And now the other thing we do is we journal. So if you don't have your journal, something to write with, some paper, go get it. You will need it for later today. We'll have a journal prompt and we'll journal for 10 minutes and 10 seconds, right? We're going to do all of that good, delicious inner work to get us ready for our weekend, to get us ready for our week ahead, right? So I'm going to give you guys a minute to go ahead and get started because it is Saturday morning and it is time to tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top, yeah.
We're not stopping, right? Some more 2K3, right? We're not stopping, okay? Right, we're keeping this party going. We're continuing to believe in ourselves, to believe in the vision. Tap, tap, tap in. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What did somebody okay? What did okay? Chiro says in life, all good things come hard, but wisdom is the hardest to come by. You better go ahead and get that wisdom above all else. You better get it. You better get it. If you know, you know. Tap that screen. Only up. What's up, Tavion? We got Rich Boy Tavion in the building. So glad to see you here tapping in this morning. Sending you so much love. So glad to have you here. If you're just joining us, feel free, put your intention in the chat. And we are going to activate that intention a little bit later in the show today. Yes, yes. We don't know what's up. It's time. It's time. It's time to tap in. Let's go. Hey. All right, y'all. It is 10:10. That means it's really time to get this party started. My grandma has showed up and said, Mick, if you don't get this party started, I don't know when you're going to get it started. All right. But shout out to my grandmother. Love you, Grandma. Love you, love you, love you. Don't give up. Okay. That's what she said. If you keep going, you're going to get it. So don't you give up. And so I share that message with anyone here today. Keep going. Don't give up. Whatever your dream is, whatever your desire is, whatever your goal is, keep going. Don't give up. This show is all about, for today, it's all about being open for your good to show up for you, right? It's all about being open for your good to show up for you today. And so speaking of which, I have a free ticket for Cincinnati. Okay. If you are in Cincinnati, okay, this is for you. We have a free ticket for piano lesson at Cincinnati's Playhouse in the Park, 2 p.m. matinee today. If by chance you are watching the Saturday Morning Tap In today, Saturday, May 2nd. Oh, it's my anniversary today. My anniversary in Delta. Happy anniversary to my line sisters, my Sams. Yes. But if you are in Cincinnati and you would like to go see Piano Lesson by August Wilson at Cincinnati Playhouse in the Park, let me know in the comments and we'll make sure that ticket gets to you, right? You never know, right? Someone reached out to me today and said they had a ticket for that show. And who knows, there could be someone watching right now that is looking for something to do or who wanted to go see that show and was just like, I can't go. I don't have the funds or whatever, but this ticket is showing up for someone right now. So if that's you, or if you know someone, get at me. Get at me in the comments. Let me know. Good morning, Linda. Sam is in the building. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. So let's go ahead and get today's Saturday morning tap-in started. I want us to do a breathing exercise, a nice relaxation exercise, because I believe that our good comes to us when we are open and receptive, right? So let's take a nice collective inhale to be open and receptive. We inhale. Hold it. And exhale. And let's affirm it together. I am open and receptive to my good. We inhale. Hold it. And exhale. What's up, K Blue Lash artists? We are open and receptive to our good. We inhale one more time for the subconscious mind. We inhale. And exhale. Yes. That's what today's show is all about. Today's show is really just about giving us all an opportunity to reset and reconnect to our good that is everywhere evenly present. And what Saturday Morning Tap-In allows us to do is just to take a moment to ground ourselves, right? Maybe you're just waking up. Good morning. Good morning. Or maybe you've already been about your day, and this is a nice opportunity to take a break and to be intentional, to be intentional about the life that you desire to create. I see y'all over there on TikTok. Thank you, Denise. So glad to see you here. Um, so yeah, this week has been really great. I was in Nashville this week working an event with a client. The event was wonderful. It went really well. But let me tell you, it went really well because before I got there, I set that intention, right, to be a blessing to my client, right? I really do believe that a lot of times, right? I mean, I think all the time that we are sent to projects, we are guided to interactions to be a blessing, and the more aware of it that you are, the more you can be open to witness and be aware of that power that is operating. And so I really feel like I get sent to meet people. I get sent to be a part of projects where Spirit knows, God knows that I will be obedient, that I will pray for the success of everybody there, right? I will hold that space. I will be that hot spot for peace. I will be that hot spot for blessings. I will be that hot spot for harmony, right? If there's a team where there's some disharmony, guess who's going to show up and pray for, oh, your team is having some disharmony? I'm going to be that hot spot and say, let this team become one and operate in love and harmony and peace, right? That's just what I'm going to do. That's just who I am. And that's just what I'm aware of, right? What are you aware of right now in this moment? Go ahead and put that in the chat. And I see that we have some intentions coming in right now. Some more 2K3 says, my intention is to keep going the course and to not give up. Come on now. Keep going the course and not give up. Who else needs some of that intention today? Who else needs some of that intention for the week ahead? Good morning, Jed. So good to see you here. Good morning, Breeze. My series regulars in the building, right? Who else needs some more of that? A dose of that. Don't give up. Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare quit. Right? We're holding on. We're keeping it going together, and we're celebrating together. Right? We're celebrating together. Hey, Jody, I see God sent you over here on TikTok. It says God sent Jody. So Jody showed up. Okay. We were just talking about that. God sends us, right? If you are being sent somewhere, what are you bringing with you? Your intention. That's what you're bringing with you. Right. And so we got a dose of keep going the course and not give up. I said, I'm setting the intention to be open and receptive of my good. All right. So I was thinking about, this ticket that showed up for someone in Cincinnati. I'm going to repeat, if you are in Cincinnati and you would like to go to the 2 p.m. matinee piano lesson by August Wilson at Cincinnati Playhouse in the Park, let me know right now. We have a ticket for you for my Cincinnati folks who need some more theater in their life. But a lot of stuff like that happens to me, right? Where either I get to be a channel for someone to receive their good, or somehow some good comes to me out of the blue. Case in point, probably about 3 weeks or a month ago, I went to see, no, it was a month ago, y'all. Time be flying. Time flies. And what are you going to do with that time? Okay. One way that you really utilize your time is taking time to tap in and set your intention. Tap in. And so about a month ago, I just happened to be on site with with one of my clients, and a colleague, a long life friend, reached out to me, and she said, I've got a free ticket to Joe Turner's Come and Gone. Do you want to go today? I said, what? Of course I do, right? But get this, my client is right next door to the theater, right? I am only at that location once a week. Do y'all understand? I am only at that location once a week. And she just happened to reach out to me on the day that I'm there and that I get done in time to go see a play. And if you all have been following me, you saw that I put that post out there like, I can't wait to see this. I didn't have a ticket, but I knew I wanted to be able to see Taraji and Cedric do Joe Turner's Come and Gone. And did that ticket not just come to me right when I was right there? Lisa loves peace. I love peace too, right? Right? Out of the blue, out of the blue. And I think that we can all get into that space where we are open and receptive to our good to flow to us and to reach us. I was last weekend, was it last weekend or the weekend before? Y'all, why do my days be blurring together? I've been like, when was this? So it wasn't this past week. It was the week before when I was on set working with Z-Beck, an amazing actor and filmmaker. And we were filming a micro vertical. And I was talking with one of the actors on set, and he was, feeling he had a lot going on in his personal life, and he wanted to know, like what is some advice that I have from being in the industry for over 26 years? What would I tell someone, right? From my experience, especially because he had only been in the business. He's only been in the business for about 3 years, And so what advice would I give? And the advice that I gave was that you have to make sure that you take care of yourself. And what does that mean? You have to take care of your mind, your heart, your mind, your heart, and your body. You have to make sure that you keep yourself in an open and positive and optimistic headspace, right? In that space where you still believe, right? Believe in yourself, believe in your vision, believe in your goal, doing that inner work so that you can weather the rejection that comes in this industry. So you can weather the moments where your expectations are not met, so you can weather disappointment, right? That is the advice that I would give to anyone who is coming into this industry. And so we had a chance to continue our conversation, and I shared with him that, sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to do those things that may not be comfortable, like taking care of yourself, getting out into nature. A colleague of mine, another screenwriter and filmmaker and director, we live close to the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. And occasionally we meet up just to walk through the garden. The cherry blossoms are doing their big one right now. Okay. They're doing their big one. The cherry blossoms, the pear blossoms, the peach blossoms, all of the flowers are doing their big one. So if you haven't, take a chance, take a moment to smell the roses, to see the flowers, to touch grass, right? To hug a tree, okay? Go hug a tree. But the day that Noah and I were meeting to go to the botanical garden, I was so engrossed in all that I was doing. I had deadline after deadline. I was preparing for this event that I just went to in Nashville. I felt like I did not have enough time to stop and smell the roses, right? Literally and figuratively. I just didn't have time. I was under deadlines. And but I wanted to honor my commitment and honor that time that I said we would get together. And so I went to the Brooklyn Botanical Garden, and just the walk over there, just going out to get fresh air, right? It starts to lift the fog. If you have mental fog, it starts to shift your energy, right? It makes you open for all of that greatness that's coming for all of us, K Blue, right? And so as I was walking, I was like, oh, I was starting to get out of the kind of like the fog of deadline, 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 this oppressive energy. And then as I walked into the Brooklyn Botanical Garden and I was taking in the beautiful trees and the flowers and just the landscape, it felt as if each tree that I walked past, it said, let me take that from you. Let me get that. Let me take that negative energy or that static. Let me cleanse that energy from you. Right? I gave them my static. They gave me their beauty. They gave me their fragrance. And what a wonderful and beautiful exchange that was. And so I encourage you, it is spring. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. Go out into nature and allow nature to nurture you. And as I crossed under each tree and stopped to smell a fragrance or just to view the flowers, I could feel it cleansing my energy and my heart space, making me more open, right? Revealing more and more of the truth, right? That I am always in the right place at the right time. All of these deadlines are going to work out. And they did, though. And they did, right? But in the moment, it can feel like overwhelming. And so that's a good reminder to go out. And so I took some time just to go to one of my favorite trees there and just to I didn't hug it, okay? But I did just have a moment for us to ground and to just hold hands, okay? We held hands. I put my hands on the tree and just breathe and allowed the energy to be exchanged. Because that tree has been here long before me, right? And will more than likely be here long after me. But there is a wisdom that comes with nature. And I allowed that exchange to happen. I allowed nature to nurture me and to renew my mind. And so I'm reminded, that is the space that I hold. The space I hold with Saturday Morning Tap In. Good morning, Mr. Leo 818, right? Is to be that hot spot for inspiration, that hot spot to remind you to tap in, to touch grass, to get out there in nature, right? To get out there and experience life, to move something. You got to get out there and move something, right? And one thing that I noticed, because I was with a lot of super rich people, okay, super ultra high net worth people, okay, I'm just going to let y'all know that that was the event. And let me tell you, if you're looking to be more prosperous, right, in your life, you want to have more money come to you in your life, more prosperous, even events, prosperous lifestyle. You want to upgrade your experience. One thing that most, if not all, successful people do or have in common, and y'all can take it however you want it, but they work out, right? Now, your workout's not going to be my workout, and my workout's not going to be their workout, but they get up and they get moving, right? They get up and they get moving. Because the energy of wealth, the energy of prosperity, it is not a stagnant energy. It is not a be still type of, it's not a like just be still energy. That energy, that flow of money that you want, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but this is for someone. Maybe it's for you, Mr. Leo, okay? It's for you and me and then whoever else, but that energy of money flowing in constantly, It's attached to your energy. Are you moving? Are you grooving? Are you doing something? I'm going to tell you right now, okay? They get up early and they work out, right? Most of them, okay? They're moving. Mr. Leo, am I lying? I ain't lying, right? Mr. Leo says, right. And so if you want to shift your experience, you make that experience, you make that shift by making the choice in this moment to tap into that energy. Now, you may not be able to tap into that money right now, but remember, the outer is created by the inner, right? The outer is created by the inner. So if you tap into that energy, if you tap into that energy that is in alignment with a prosperous and luxurious life, when you tap into that, the outer has no choice but to show up and express itself, right? So, just wanted to share that, something that I realized, right? And your movement and your workout could be anything that's right for you. There's no need to compare it to anyone else. All you need to do is get up, move, get that heart rate going, get out and take a walk if you need to. Do your Saturday morning tap in. We can be walking and you can be listening, right? That's one thing, right? They're moving, okay? The other thing is the reading. What are you reading? Are you reading and consuming material that is in alignment with the life experience you desire to live? Right? You have to make room. You can't get these new ideas from old thoughts. You always want to have new ideas coming in. And I'm not just talking about scrolling through your social media thread, right? Where you're going one after the next, after the next, after the next. Okay, that's great. You can read something motivational on the internet and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. What I'm saying is to arrest your attention and spend time in a book, reading something that you are giving time and space for intentionally, right? Setting that timer and saying, well, at least I'll read for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. But you have to begin to make space for the life that you desire. You have to begin to make space and time for the life you want to experience, right? And I promise you, as you continue to make little steps of making space, you'll start to see things showing up. You'll start to have those moments of synchronicity, right? Where out of the blue, people reach out to you, right? And say, hey, I got this free thing for you. You want it? You're like, oh my gosh, yes, I want it. Yes, I did. Yes. How did you know? Right? They may not have known, but guess what? God knew. And God will whisper in their ear, like, I want you to reach out to so-and-so. They don't know why. But they're just, hey, I just thought of you. Hey, you just came to my mind. How is that? Because you are doing the energetic work to connect internally. That stuff really matters and it really works. Tavion says, I love taking a walk when I'm listening to music. Absolutely. Listen to music. Find you some uplifting music or find you some music that fuels your workout. Create a Spotify workout list. Create a Spotify list that inspires you. Create a Spotify playlist that helps you meditate and helps you center yourself. Music is a wonderful tool to get you in the vibration that you desire, right? Find music that makes you feel rich, okay? Find music that makes you feel healthy and makes you just can't help but move, right? You're looking real good. Won't you back that thing up? Hey, turn it on if you need to get moving. If it's going to get you up out of the bed and out of your chair, you better put it on. Okay. All right. You better know it. You better know it. Right. But music is a wonderful tool. Thank you for that reminder, Tavion. Right. Thank you for that reminder. And yes, Mr. Leo says, my favorite book is The Secret. I love that book. Yes, I love the book. And I also love the documentary that they created. It's like a documentary or a movie they created based on it, right? Where all the different New Thought and Law of Attraction speakers came together to talk about the book. I really love that. I really enjoyed that book. One of the books that I'm reading right now is I'm reading The 8 Pillars of Prosperity by James Allen. Are you all familiar with that book, The 8 Pillars of Prosperity by James Allen? I Am Enough, 11:12. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in, right? Yes, James Allen, As a Man Thinketh, right? I found out recently that also Michael Jackson was known to read a lot of material that kept his mind conditioned for good, his mind conditioned for excellence, right? Reading all of those great thinkers. When you engage with the thoughts of someone who is on a high vibration, like reading their material, your mind starts to just soak it in. And that's why I say, if you can just set a timer, I'm just going to read for 5 minutes and read something. Arrest your attention. Tell your attention to stop and be still and to focus on what you are desiring to create. And then you can get back to scrolling, right? But you have to train your attention muscle. You have to train your attention, right? Because our power goes where our attention flows. Mr. Leo says another good book is Mindful Living by Jason Hemlock. What other books are you all out there reading? Share it in the comments. If you're watching the YouTube replay, put it in the comments. People want to know, what are you reading? How do you do it? Because if you see someone who is successful, ask them, well, what are you reading? Ask them, what are you reading? Because that's going to be your way in. That is going to be your way in. And also, as Mr. Leo is in here being my co-host today, and then you want to speak life into yourself, right? One way to get some positive words inside your mind so that you can speak them is by what you're reading. What are you taking in? Right? What are you taking in? Right? You don't have an output problem. You have an input problem, right? What are you putting in your consciousness, in your heart? Be intentional about the input, right? Be intentional about the input. Another book, You Are What You Think. Okay, today we're getting a book list, right? A list of books that you can read. I'm going to give you another one. The Science of Being Great. The Science of Being Rich. Wallace Wattles. Don't sleep on some of those early writers, you know. The Science of Being Great is one of them, and The Science of Being Rich is another one, both by Wallace Wattles. Highly recommend. So good, so good. Right? So, and so yesterday, I just got back in town. So yesterday was my first day back here in town. And something came down my timeline, funny enough. And it was a dance class. I don't know if anyone knows me, y'all know I love to dance. I love to move. I love to move it. So I saw this dance class come down my timeline, and it was an African mixed with house dance class. And I was like, oh, that class looks so fun. I wish I could go. They probably not even here in Brooklyn. It's probably, you know how you see like a restaurant and you're like, oh, I want to go there. And you find out it is nowhere near you. Right. What's up, Food Stamp Lounge? So good to see you in here, my friend. And so I happened to look at it, and lo and behold, y'all, lo and the behold, wasn't it up the street from me? Wasn't it within walking distance? Right. And so, and I was like, well, what time is the class? Didn't I have plenty of time to get ready to go to this class? And so I signed up for that class. I signed up for it. And I went to the class. Now, let me tell y'all, I did sign up, but there was a moment, Regina, where I was like, I know I just can't get myself to move, because sometimes, you guys, I'm going to be very honest and very transparent. Sometimes I have a hard time moving and getting out of the house, right? Sometimes that is part of my struggle. And I know I'm not alone. Okay. I am of the neurospicy flavors, right? So we all have our challenges. When you are neurospicy, I'm spicy, right? And that's one of my challenges, is getting up sometimes, which is why I talk a lot about movement, which is why I talk a lot about doing the work, you know, the inner work, and being intentional and making time, you know. So yeah, I had paid for the class, but I was having a hard time getting up and getting dressed. And I was like, you know what? I'll catch the next one. But God said, get up, my child, and get your butt in that shower, right? All you got to do is just throw on some pants and a t-shirt and get to that class. And y'all, I'm so glad I went. I am so glad I went. Shout out to Abundance here in Brooklyn. It's called Abundance Academy, BK. You all can find them on Instagram. I got to check Instagram and see if they put some videos up from class yesterday. Y'all, I had so much fun. Shout out to Khadija, our amazing dance instructor. Shout out to everybody that was in class. It was such a welcoming experience. It was so fun. Let me tell y'all, I've been to some dance classes at some like foo-foo places, and y'all dancers, sometimes y'all can be way too serious. Like, y'all don't be asking questions. Y'all just be like, I got it. You know what I mean? And I'm not a trained dancer, but I can move. Okay. I can move. But sometimes I'll be having questions. Right. But what I loved about that class was that, one, it was open for all levels, and everybody was just so wonderful there. Just so just kind and supportive and fun, open to a good time. I'm telling y'all, that hour went by so fast. So if you're ever in Brooklyn, hey, or if you're not in Brooklyn, but you want to be in that dance class, right? The next one is June 5th at Abundance Academy here in Brooklyn. I will be back because that was so much fun. Now, I don't care what y'all see on that tape. Okay. I was grooving. Okay. It might've took me a little bit to, kind of figure out how to start the steps sometimes, but she got it. But did I not feel so good? I felt so good in the class. I felt so good after the class. And one more little tidbit I share with you before we get to today's journaling prompt for today. And so after the class, I was talking to a sister. She was getting dressed, just putting her coat back on or whatnot, and about to head out. And she was, complimenting my coat. What's up, Ash? So good to see you tapping in for your Saturday morning tap in. And we were all just feeling so good and exhilarated from being in the class. And so we just struck up a conversation, and she was telling me how she has property, and she's converting part of it into a community space where she wanted to talk to the dance instructor about coming there to do some work for the community. And I was like, sis, you can get a grant for that. And she was like, I have no idea about that. I said, yes, as a matter of fact, today, Citizens New York just opened up their grant applications for the next cycle. And you could get a $5,000 grant for doing that work in the community. That's what Citizens New York is all about. And so I share that. I leave you with that because she shared with me too that she was like, I'm probably not going to go. I'm not going to be able to find parking. I'll go to the next one. But something said to her, show up, go. And she circled the block and immediately she found parking. So everything was just set up for her to get there. But who knew that when she got there, she was going to, one, have an amazing dance class, have an amazing experience. But guess what? I'm sending you there because I need somebody to tell you how to get a hold of this funding for the vision I put in your heart. She had no idea about Citizens New York. And the work that she's doing is directly in alignment with that grant. But now she knows. And it's not like you're she's finding out about the grant at the last minute. If anyone out there who does grant research and fills out grant applications, you know what it's like when you discover a grant and you're like, oh my gosh, the application deadline is just 3 days away and I'm just now finding it. She pushed herself to go to the class, right? She pushed herself to go to the class. And we had a conversation, just a random conversation, where now she knows about a grant opportunity and she has plenty of time to prepare her application, right? So I share that with you today because I want all of us to be open and receptive to our good. May our good find us open and receptive, right? Let's say it together. May my good find me open and receptive. One more time. May my good find me open and receptive. Let's turn it into a let, right? Let my good find me open and receptive. Let's inhale and exhale as we let that settle, right? Because we want our good to find us open and receptive as opposed to closed off and just pushing it away. Let my good find me open and receptive. So as you go out today, after this tap in, we've affirmed, let our good find us open and receptive. All right, so we're going to do one more thing that we do here on Saturday Morning Tap-In, which is all about journaling, right? We take some time to come together to do some journaling because I love journaling. And why I love journaling is, one, it really helped me when I was going through a tough time. Journaling was how I found my way back. I had to find my way back to me, right? And journaling helped me to clear the clutter on the inside. And it started with doing this thing called morning pages. Morning pages. Right? It started with doing that. Morning pages, you can find out about morning pages in a book called The Artist Way. Let me go ahead and put up a QR code. If you're interested in getting the book, there's a QR code right now up on the screen, The Artist Way. And it's about every morning you get up and you write nonstop without judging for 3 pages. You just let it flow. Right? By Julia Cameron, and you let it flow. And it's a practice, and it's a healing practice. It's a clarifying practice. But if you're interested, and let me tell you, lots of people have had success doing the work of The Artist Way. Morning pages is just one part of The Artist Way. The Artist Way, I believe, is a 10-week journey, I believe. Breeze, correct me if I'm wrong. Breeze, if you're still here. Breeze, who I saw, has been doing The Artist Way lately. But a lot of successful people have done it. right? Dochi, right? Did the artist way, right? And that helped lead her to the breakthrough of her amazing albums and later winning a Grammy because she was doing that work, right? So I highly recommend if you're looking for another book, especially if you are an artist, right? And guess what? And even I dare I say, being an art entrepreneur is a form of artistry. The art of being an entrepreneur, we call that artpreneur, right? And you need to reconnect to that spark. The Artist Way is a wonderful book, a wonderful tool to help you do it. But I digress. So we are going to grab our journals and we are going to do a journal prompt. All right. And so I would like for you all to put into the chat 23 or 24. Whatever number has the most, that's the one that we're going to do, 23 or 24. Let me see. Put it in the chat. This show is an engaging show. So I want to see what numbers are coming in the chat. Let's put them in right now. And that will be our journal prompt for today. We got a 23. Anybody else? Anybody else? Which one do you want? Cast your vote, 23 or 24. 23 or 24. 23 or 24. All right. Okay. Well, it's looking like the 23s are having it. The 23s are having it. We're going to go back to an oldie but goodie. This was a book of journal prompts that we did during the first year of Saturday Morning Tap-In. So we've already done all of these. At least I have. If you're new to us, you haven't done any, right? Or if you've only been here a couple of times, you may not have done any of these. But I wanted to go back to an oldie but goodie. And so 23. And so here is our journal prompt for today. Our journal prompt for today is, what happened this month or this past month that I am grateful for? Let me go ahead and put this in the comment. Journal prompt. What happened this month or last month that I am grateful for? Boop. That's our journal prompt. We're going to go ahead and get the timer started. The timer has begun. Hey, timer, get started. And we are journaling. We're tapping in, y'all. Part of the tap in is journaling, right? Let's do it. Part of the tapping in is journaling. Don't miss it. Don't miss this moment. Don't miss this moment. The tap in goes a long way. Welcome to those who are just joining us. You are joining us at the right time. It's time to journal. Remember, as you journal, right? Remember, There's no right or wrong way to journal. It doesn't have to be grammatically correct. The handwriting doesn't have to be neat. You just gotta journal. Even if you write, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. Keep that pen or pencil moving across the page until the timer runs out. We're journaling. Welcome, Allison. We are journaling. The journal prompt for today is what happened this month or last month that I am grateful for. We are journaling. Hey, Brooklyn. That's my niece. Good to see you on Saturday Morning Tapping. We can talk about that later, my love. We're journaling right now, okay? Allison. Five minutes, 17 seconds to go. We are journaling. Three minutes, 45 seconds to go. 2 minutes, 54 seconds to go. We're journaling what happened this month or last month that you are grateful for. We're journaling. Let's go. We're almost there. You got this. Thirty-four seconds to go. We're almost done. Ten seconds to go. We're wrapping it up. Yay. Okay, we did that. Okay, we did that. We did that. Awesome. Yay, we tapped in for today. What an amazing Saturday morning tap in. I want to thank you all for tapping in today. How was your journaling session just now? If you journaled, let us know how it went. Did you have an aha moment? Did you write something that you were like, wait, I don't know where that came from? Right? Did you struggle through it, but you made it through? Did you have anything that you want to share from your journaling today, or just an aha moment from today's show? Were you inspired? Were you reminded? Were you reminded of good that is waiting for you? Right? So we'll take a moment. I'll read what I wrote in my journal prompt for today, and then we'll set our intention. I'll give you all a second to share if there's anything you want to share. I see that Tavion has written something, so let's read what Tavion has to share. Yes. Tavion writes, I prayed to God that I want to have a job and make a living, have my own car, my own crib, my own jewelry, chain, earrings, platinum necklace. And I wish and don't need to worry about my family or my little sis. I ain't got to worry about that. I want to be free, free at last, free at last. One love. I am the rich boy, free at last. Rich, freezy, baby. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Tavion. And you are what you wrote, right? You are what you write and what you affirm and what you know about yourself. Thank you so much for sharing that. And so this is what I wrote for my journal prompt today. All right. And remember, what I write is my business, and I'm just sharing and giving you all a peek into what I wrote. All right, here we go. What happened this month that I am grateful for? I just let it flow, y'all. I am grateful for my clients. I am grateful that in this past month, I have been able to I have been able to help my clients launch their visions, bringing their visions to life. I am grateful to be of service. I am grateful for yesterday's dance class. How amazing that I found a dance studio within walking distance of my home, right between the gym and my home. It's so funny because about a year ago, I was looking for a space close to my home to rent for dancing. I never found a space close by that would be open in the early morning, which is what I was looking for. And lo and behold, Abundance Academy comes down my timeline. So maybe now is the time to revisit that idea. Maybe there's a season for ideas, and now is the season. Trust God, follow through. Don't give up on you. Your ideas are brilliant and fun, and there is life potential there. Tap back in, follow it, feed the idea with the energy of action and follow through. Trust that the resources and the right people will show up. Mark this. This is the moment. Remember, dance is your secret sauce. So what did I write there? I don't even know what I wrote. I think the buzzer went off. So get what? Oh, get ready. Get ready. Okay, that's what I was going to write. So get ready. Hey, it's my journal. Okay, you guys. But yes, that was my journal prompt for today. All right. So let's just take a moment. We've already kind of set the intention, but let's just take a moment to ground ourselves and to set the intentions that were shared today in today's tap in. So let's just take a nice collective inhale. Opening up the space within and let go. As we release, we open up more space. We relax more into this moment. So many wonderful ideas were stirred up today. So many wonderful seeds were planted today. And it is in a place of relaxation and openness that we want to set these intentions. Let's take another collective inhale. Hold it and exhale. Allowing the seeds to go deeper within, to take root in our innermost being, to take root in our inner depths. And one more time for the subconscious mind, we inhale. Because we are open and receptive. Exhale. Aware, and we acknowledge the power of intentions. And so it's in this collective space of awareness, this collective space of attention, that we set the intention to keep going the course and not give up. We set the intention to keep going the course and not give up. Whatever that means for you, allow it to settle. That you will not give up, that you will keep going. We set the intention to keep going, to be renewed in this moment. We set the intention to be resilient. We set the intention that our eyes, ears, and hearts are open to hear the still small whisper for new direction, new thoughts, new ideas, new ways of being. We set the intention to be refreshed today. We set the intention to be open and receptive for our good. We said today, let my good find me open and receptive. For I am open and receptive to my good. from unexpected places, unexpected people, unexpected channels, and unexpected ways. And so it is. All right. That has been today's Saturday morning tap-in. Today's Saturday morning tap-in. I want to thank you all for joining us today. Right? Thank you for holding this space with me. Now go out there and expect the good. Why? Because you deserve it. All right. I'll see you all next Saturday on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook at Shamika Chronicles. I am Shamika Cotton, your host, and I'll see you next Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We are live for Saturday morning tap-in. It's goodbye for now. See you all next time. All right. Bye, TikTok. And we are going to say goodbye to Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.